You're listening to Until They Sleep, a podcast where two parents finally get to sit down and discuss all the different things that run through their heads every day because their four kids are finally asleep. Thanks for listening. Hello and welcome back to Until They Sleep. This is Shantelle, and then, as always, joined by my husband, Daniel.
Hola.
He's just got to be so weird some days. It's better than our last recording.
Howdy. I know where our son gets it from now.
Which one?
The second one.
Oh, the 11-year-old? Yeah, he's such a goof.
Yeah. And on top of it, hope you all had a great Mother's Day weekend.
Woohoo!
Happy Mother's Day. In case nobody got to tell you. For all mothers, and mamacitas.
Okay. Mamacitas is usually for a girl who's not a mom.
Yeah, well, there's a joke. You know what I noticed about Mother's Day, though? You know how a year ago we were like, I was making those jokes about dads getting no love and the mothers get all the love and attention?
Yes.
I feel like this Mother's Day was kind of
I felt.
Right? Yeah, it's just, it feels
just
like
another day.
Yeah, it feels, but like just around, like just around everywhere. It just feels like like people are kind of like whatever, you know, like.
Oh, well, I guess mothers don't matter, honey.
They do matter. Mothers matter.
Well, like, I think it's just because we're also extra busy because we had our games.
Yeah, we had
and it wasn't as I don't know, for me it's definitely wasn't as relaxing because of that. And I know we did take a 3-hour nap when we got home, so that was nice.
We found this new restaurant, not a sponsor.
No, we did.
That we really enjoyed, and so now for 2 weeks in a row after a game we've gone there. Well, I mean, we come home, we rinse off obviously, and then we immediately go there to eat. And it seems like it's a winner all around with the family. Like I don't think anybody's complained about it.
No.
And so it's been a good experience so far.
And it's really close to the house. So.
Yeah, and it's next to like one of your guys' favorite snack places too.
Yes, yeah.
But we come out so full that we don't go eat there.
Yeah.
It's like this fancy kind of cool crepe cafe stop.
Yeah.
But the Mexican restaurant that we've been going to is like, it's so freaking delicious. But they have balloons out for Mother's Day and everything. Like it's like a bar restaurant. They have like a section of it. It looks cool. Maybe we'll have to go back for a bar night or something.
Okay, just the two of us.
Yeah, just the two of us, because it says literally no one under 21 allowed beyond this point. Yeah, beyond this point. So
yeah.
What's going on, babe? What are we going over? We want to still acknowledge the mothers, to let them know that they're still appreciated and loved. And
I don't know, babe. We didn't really discuss what we were gonna record today, so I thought we were just winging it.
It's just, for me, Mother's Day just felt kind of weird. It just feels like I want to do more. Like I always kind of want to plan. Like so, I think they kind of ruined it for me because I wanted to plan something for you, and your mom, and like your sister-in-law, and my brothers, and my sister-in-law. My brother's wife, and my own sister. I kind of wanted to do something in the backyard and hang out and everything. And it got messed up because your mom got dates mixed up. And so she thought she was going to be out of town for Mother's Day weekend. So then that was kind of like, well, that kind of ruins the plans. Like, we're not going to do anything then. And then I was just like, well, I'll coordinate with my brother for his wife, which is your cousin. Yeah. And my sister, too. So technically his mom. He's my nephew, but I call him my brother. So then we were trying to coordinate that. He's unavailable right now. He's unable to move or work or anything because he broke his leg bones, lower leg bones.
Yeah, nasty break.
Yeah, another sign that he's getting old and he can't be playing with the kids.
Especially at our age, like a break at our age is bad.
Yeah, and then like the way he broke it, it's like a straight line, like right above the ankle. What are those two bones?
No, it wasn't straight. It was
no, I mean like in an angle, like a straight angle, like line.
Diagonally across both his tibia and fibula. Is bad.
That X-ray looked nasty.
It was horrible. Mm-hmm.
And it's funny, right? Because you look like I saw the X-ray, and I was like, oh man, those bones look so like
Old.
old and defected. Like I see some osteoporosis, and people are like, "How do you know?" It's like, do you guys not ever watch commercials and they show you like X-rays and stuff like that, or like you never had an injury and you get X-rays and the doctors tell you like, "This is a good bone, this is an old bone." So yeah, my brother's bones look they're getting old. Like he's gonna have osteoporosis.
Well, again, it's just the fact that even with that, it's just at our age and then breaking through both bones, it's just like,
Yeah,
he's gonna take forever to heal.
oh, he wants to, he wants to be a young man still.
Yeah.
He feels young. But I've told him, I was like, well, buddy, I don't know if you noticed your waist, but that tells you that you're not a young man anymore. It doesn't work like it used to. He used to be really skinny.
Yeah.
He's a great soccer player, and now he's got a little daddy.
He's got a dad belly.
Yeah, he's got a dad belly, and he was trying to play soccer with my nephew, and
in Crocs.
And in Crocs, and wrong step came down.
Yeah, he said he was just trying to show them a move, and he was on his way.
He showed him a move.
He was on his way to do something else, and then he just got sidetracked trying to show them something real quick, and that was it.
That was it. So people, I think once you reach 35, you should be very careful on what extracurricular activities you start doing.
Yeah.
And like we were talking last time about skiing and stuff like that. And then 40 definitely starts slowing down. And your body starts letting you know. So don't argue with your body.
Yeah.
Your brain and your body are kind of working together. I know sometimes say, you control the pain and you tell your body what to do, but sometimes you gotta listen.
Well, your brain might be telling you we can do this, and then your body says no, you can't.
For me, my favorite one was one time I went to play basketball, and my body literally told me no.
But your brain told you yes.
My brain was like, "Well, do this, dribble like this, dribble like that, move here, and then come back and go for the layup, and it'll be easy. Like you'll juke them, no problem." And somehow, my hands did what they were supposed to, like.
But your feet
didn't. Went to the left. My hands started dribbling to the right. Like when my left hand started going back to the right, my body kept on going left. Next thing you know, the ball's going out of bounds, and my body kept on going left, straight to the ground, feet up in the air, looking up, and then all I kept on saying was like, "Oh, I slipped." But in the back of my mind, I was like, "My knee, my knee."
Oh no.
That was the beginning of the knee.
That was the beginning?
Yeah. That's when I started noticing something was not right with my knee.
Oh, no.
I mean, yeah, this was after the motorcycle accident, right?
Oh, but, because that didn't help at all. That didn't cause
help.
any issues.
No, and jumping out of airplanes didn't cause absolutely no issues.
Even though I'm pretty sure the accident on the motorcycle did you in a lot sooner.
No.
I think you're messed up sooner than you would have been. Like you were messed up before.
Probably. Yeah.
But that motorcycle accident to your knee.
You jinxed it. I'm so sorry.
Why did I jinx it?
I remember one day, I think I had my bike down. I was fixing something on it, or I was like, I don't know, getting something powder coated, and I was waiting for it. And I called you to pick me up, right? And you were waiting in the parking lot. And then I come out, right? And then you just look at me and you're like, everybody here limps. Everybody here has an issue with walking. I'm looking at them. And I'm like, oh my goodness, poor man. Like, poor man. You're the only one that walked out of here like normal. Like, not limping. I was like, that's probably because I had accidents. And I was like, oh, that guy over there, he used to rodeo too. So, there's issues. Lo and behold, they were a little older than me. And then, like, within months...
Not the rodeo guy. The rodeo guy was younger than you.
No. He was older than me.
Oh, he was?
Yeah.
I thought he was younger.
We might be thinking about different people.
Oh, yeah.
The rodeo guy used to live out here. He used to commute from up here all the way down
no.
there.
I'm thinking of the young one that lives...
Oh, yeah. You're talking... Oh, no, he was different. He wasn't a mechanic. So he's still doing great. So I'm jealous of him. Mm-hmm. He looks great for him. Yeah, he's doing really good.
Good for him.
Yeah, good for him.
But
I think the jiu-jitsu helps him out though. He got very active in jiu-jitsu,
and that's the thing, right? Is the flexibility, because ultimately the older we get, we're just not flexible because we don't stretch anymore.
And I think that's my main problem. Yeah. So I noticed that there's muscles that I used to use. Well, when you ride a motorcycle, kicking your feet over and how you ride and everything. And since I haven't done that in a while, I noticed that those muscles and everything, they're tight. And, I try to, but it's funny that you said that because you're right. I started kind of stretching at times when I have some time, like real quick time. And I know it's just an excuse, like saying I don't have time, because I can make time. But there's times when I end up stretching either at work or here. And I feel great. Like I walk better.
It makes a difference.
Yeah, it makes a.
If I stretch in the mornings before
I know you usually do every morning.
I try.
I feel. You get out of bed and I see you automatically.
I'll start stretching in bed.
Right.
But I'll try. But I've noticed as long as I've stretched, like my day, I feel pretty good for the day. And I've been trying to stretch more at night. I used to stretch all the time, but I honestly stopped stretching because of you, because I couldn't stretch and not get pinched in the butt or slapped or
humped.
So you made it really hard for me to keep up with.
Well, you made it really hard for me too.
Well,
not
okay.
to pinch you.
You could just not touch me and let me just visualize and not touch me or make any noises while I try to stretch.
You know what?
Because I wasn't doing it to provoke you.
This is
trying to stay fit.
This is a husband's job. It's just one of those things that all partners of women that are male I need to do. It's one of those. It's like not a dominance thing, but it's just like kind of like.
Are you sure it's not a dominance? You just want to be an annoying prick. Like literally,
the annoying prick is the one that's making me do that.
Because I was thinking about it one day. I was like, I used to stretch every day before bed, and I used to stretch in the mornings, and I used to exercise, and I used to do this, and I used to do that. What changed? I was like, my husband.
Yeah, sure. Blame it on me. Blame it on me.
Oh, well, we did blame it on our baby. Mm-hmm. Remember, we blamed it on him at first because he didn't let us exercise anymore.
Remember when you used to exercise with him on that little kangaroo pouch?
Yeah.
Like you used to stretch like that too. Well, that was the P90 days.
Those are the P90X days.
Yeah, the P90X days.
We still have those DVDs.
They work great. I mean, maybe I should bring them out for the yoga stuff. Because it's definitely, I think I want to do the yoga.
I was thinking about bringing them out for our son for the calisthenics.
Oh, yeah, that would be good. Yeah. Well, he's got great core. He even said it. It's like, oh, yeah, Dad, I found out I have great core during practice. You know? Those planks, those flutter kicks. I was like, they were a cakewalk for me. Everybody else was dying. I was like, yeah, you're welcome.
Yeah. Well, I also told him,
thank your Nino, too.
Jiu-jitsu, too.
Mm-hmm.
That all helped him. That's what I told him. I'd say, it's because you had jiu-jitsu, buddy. Like, if it wasn't for the jiu-jitsu workouts, you'd probably be the same.
Right. Yeah, so people stretching. Yeah. Look into it.
Stretch.
Yeah, I'm going to start doing it.
We got to remember to do it too. I almost brought in your erg.
Let's do that.
I almost brought it into the bedroom the other day because I was just like, I need to do something before bed and just like make myself do it. Right.
No, yeah. And I used to love that damn thing. Like we were saying a while back, especially when I used to sit there and watch football. I was like, man, I used to feel guilty. Like, man, I wasted like a couple hours watching football. I was like, I could have been doing something. So
you could have been rowing the whole time,
and
watching football.
Yeah, and so I started rowing and watching football, and then I had the little dumbbells. This is when we lived in that complex, on the complex, remember that condo?
Yeah.
And then I was just like, do some curls and get on the earth, and yeah, it was awesome, man. So I'm all for it.
Yeah,
I'm all for it, and it's easy to pick up and store away. So
yeah, we just need to get it out of the garage.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe we'll do that soon.
There's little things we can do, and that's the thing is like so many people like you've told me this so many times. Oh, I need a gym because they've got the full weight set, and I need this and I need that, and I'm always like, you don't need any of that to do cardio.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, you saw me today after the games,
Yeah, you were stretching.
I saw the cooler, and I was like, I'm gonna do some push-ups while I'm at it.
Yeah.
Just get something else.
I do push-ups in the mornings. No, sometimes before bed I do push-ups. I used to do push-ups every night before bed. That was something else I used to do that I don't do, and my arms are not happy for it.
Yeah, you always had some guns on you.
I know. I always had great arms. I was very proud of my arms when I was younger, and now I'm not. I don't wear short sleeves as often as I used to. But working, and it's an example too, like to the kids, like
All right.
they see us. We've been together so many years, and we really haven't been forthright with our exercise.
Right.
Like
Yeah.
you kind of fluctuate, and you go to the gym for a while, and then you stop, and you go back, and you stop, and you go back and forth to the gym, but you don't really work out at home. And I know you blame me for having sold that one weight,
No, I
one
don't blame you for
time
that.
you
No,
used to.
I used to. Yes, yes, 'cause I needed that. That was a major part, but it's been replaced. So,
And
um,
and then for me, my excuse is just time. Everybody's like,
yeah,
"Oh, it doesn't take more than 5 minutes," and I'm like, 5 minutes? That's a stretch, not a workout. Like
yeah,
to me, that's not working out in 5 minutes.
yeah. But
So,
it's something. It's
yeah,
something.
well, like my mom, she bought a trampoline, even though she already had one, but she went and bought a new one. But I guess this one has a handle on it because she was
Yeah, so you
watching
can hold on to it. Yeah.
yeah, she was watching some video how, just bouncing is so healthy for you. And it reminded me when she was telling me about this, it reminded me of those, those like old, like 50 scenes of the women strapped into that machine that
That
just like
jiggle one?
jiggled.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would take one of those right now.
Yeah.
That would be good, like around the hips and
Yeah.
stuff, like moving
Oh,
the
yeah.
groins.
Yeah. Yeah. To stretch that
Yeah,
all
I
out.
can see why it was a craze right there.
And I gave you a massage the other day on your
Dude, yeah,
hip,
I was gonna
right?
go into that.
Not that type of massage, people. Like, I'm
Amazing.
actually a certified massage therapist.
Yeah.
So.
Which is yeah. It sucks that massage therapists, like professional massage therapists, legit massage therapists, always get shit about like happy endings and crap
Yeah,
like
it's
that.
like everyone automatically goes to that.
Yeah. Oh, you give happy. It's like it's so
No,
annoying.
it's
No.
not. It's not like that.
Well,
Like,
on
I
that
literally
note,
know what I'm doing.
so yeah, so I, if you guys have been listening before, but if you don't, it's your first time listening. So I'm pretty messed up from my hips down, my back down, and so I've been having issues for the last couple of years, like hip pain. It comes and goes. That's part of the reason why I went carnivore, but I haven't been at 100. I keep on saying I'm gonna do it, but every once in a while I add something extra, avocado or some chips or something like tortilla chips, or every once in a while some bad stuff. But I asked my wife. I was like, babe, can you just massage like this hip? Like it's been bothering me a lot lately. And oh my goodness, it was like 5 minutes, just dip tissue, and I was like, she's not even touching where I asked. Like it's not what I was asking for. It was more like closer to like groin area, top part, but she was working on the outer part of it and the buttocks, like pushing on the hips and stuff like that. And I got
Your
out of
gluteus
bed,
maximus minimus, your IT band,
and
that
I
whole
got up,
area.
man, and I got up to the bed so easy, no pain. I walked, I was like, no pain. It felt so good. I was so amazed. I got ready for work. I was out for having breakfast and everything. And I was like, hey, how much do you want to charge me to give me 15, 30 minutes of your time every third day or something? Because it was so good. I felt so great. I still do. Just that 5 minutes till now, it's still so good. I mean, I wish there was a part of me that's like, oh man, on the weekend I'm just gonna ask her for a massage. And I was like, oh wait, it's Mother's Day weekend. I can't ask for crap. I'm the one that's supposed to be giving massages.
Well, because our son started football, so I even massaged his legs during the week. And yeah, because his shins were super tight, especially in one leg, and he couldn't walk. He was like limping for 2 days. And I said, "Do you?"
This is our 15-year-old.
Yeah, this is our 15-year-old. So he was hesitant because I don't think I've ever given him a massage other than when he was a baby, you know. And so I just said, "Just let me massage your shins." And we had some creams that we've ordered and for deep tissue and all that stuff. So when I massaged both shins, but particularly his left leg, and he's a person who laughs when he's in pain. So and how sensitive the shin is when I've massaged. And anybody out there who's ever had their shin massaged, it's a super sensitive area, but it's extremely important to release the tension that's on the shin to help you walk right. and all those tendons and ligaments that actually connect down into the bottom of your foot, and sometimes that's what gives us pigeon toe, and there's a lot behind it. But anyways, I massaged his gastrocnemius and all the front part of his shin. And
for those Neanderthals like me, the gastrocnemius is
your
the calf.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I massaged his calf and just the whole section. But I really focused on his calf and the front of his shin because that's what hurt the most. And, up into his knee, around the top of his knee, and down into his foot. And he was just laughing the whole time. And I was just like, is it tickling or is it hurting? He goes, no, it hurts.
Yeah, the chins are kind of like the funny bone to me. And unfortunately, he inherited that from me because during the military, that was one of my issues. My shins used to ball up and everything, and I never knew how to handle it. And of course, when you were going to school and learning massage therapy and stuff, he used to tell me like, oh, just rub them down or, grab something and roll them.
Yeah, rolling them to work.
And many years later, I saw that movie, The Accountant, with Ben Affleck, and I saw his routine of how he did his chins. So I copied him. Mm-hmm. I mean, no strobe lights and blasting metal. I think I did that maybe once, blasting metal while I was doing that. But I don't know where the hell the piece of stick came. It was like a stick, like a perfectly round wooden stick that had like an end that something used to screw onto, like it was a leg for something. Mm-hmm. But I grabbed that thing and I would just massage those shins up and down, up and down, up and down, and it was painful and it was funny, but it felt great afterwards. Like you said, it was like a good stretch.
Yeah.
I need to go back to that one too. I remember I bought like one of those foam pointy things that I used to put inside of that stick and roll on it.
Got it.
Yeah, but one of the furry babies destroyed it. So, but I don't know what happened to that stick. I know one of the kids probably grabbed it to make it a sword, most likely.
Most likely,
it was perfect for that.
Well, but our son afterwards, he was amazed that he could walk. He's like, "Oh my gosh, Mom, I can walk." I'm like, yeah, that's the whole point of massage, buddy.
It's crazy how legit some of that stuff is, but we just sometimes are naive and don't want to accept it. But then later on, we're like, it's awesome. Like I forgot all about it. I forgot how good I used to feel when I used to get the massages.
Yeah, well, I haven't given anybody a massage in a very long time. And even my mom asked me for a massage. All this, like, I was very giving of myself in massages this last week.
Oh, that's awesome.
My mom also...
No, don't do that again. They belong to me.
My mom also asked for a massage. And because she's also everyone's having leg issues. Maybe it's genetic or energetic. But I also massaged her leg. And same thing. She was just like, "Oh, Mija, that feels so great. Thank you so much." And my mom used to tell me I had magic hands. So... yeah, no, stop it.
I didn't say anything.
You laughed. You grunt laughed. Anyways, yeah, I don't know. I did love giving massages. I really did enjoy, even though you didn't always love getting them because you're like, just be nicer. I'm like, no, I gotta work this knot out, and you're like, no, it hurts.
Yeah,
like my job is to work.
I
this
hated
knot
that
out.
pinching one. I
love pinching.
Yeah, I love that feeling. I love a Swedish massage.
Yeah,
like that Swedish is like my favorite because it's
it's just relaxing. Yeah, that's relaxing. Everyone's just relaxing.
But I did like at times the deep tissue. Deep tissue. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Massage. I enjoyed that one. That one was also good at times, especially when after a workout or whatever not, and you just feel balled up.
Yeah.
Or tense, and you just really want to.
Well, relax. that was our son's leg. Like his. It was right between. I forget right now. I don't remember all my terms, but right on the edge of his shin bone. He got a big tight ball right there. So, anyways, worked it out, and he was good. He's not walking with a limp anymore. So, yeah.
Yeah. See. Well, see. It's just another proof of moms. Being moms,
Yeah. Well, I used to want to open a business. Remember, I wanted to do like I wanted to have like a retreat and all this stuff. All dreams that have passed now. But the other thing I was thinking I could have done was just offering leg massage. Remember, I didn't want to do full body massages because I've noticed that most people, they neglect their arms and their legs, right?
Mm-hmm.
We, like, especially office workers, a great arm massage is I mean, there's nothing better than a good arm massage.
Right. You know, right now that you say that, I heard that where I work now, the department that I work at, the old manager of the place, the main boss,
Yeah.
he used to take everybody for massages, like every month,
Oh.
or he used to have massage people come in and give everybody a massage, like for
Oh.
their arms and
Yeah.
and their legs.
No.
Like, you know, like
Yeah, yeah.
your massager, they
Yeah.
would sit there and they would just give them a quick back massage, but mainly they concentrated on their arms and everything because of the
Yeah.
keyboards and everything,
Yes.
you know, sitting down.
Yes, for sure. When you're in front of a keyboard all day, or if you're wrenching, or, anything that you're, using your wrists and your forearms and your arms for, and then people don't think to massage those. And I think it's super, like, getting your hand massage feels so good. And your legs. Like, I mean, yes, your back, your torso is important too, and the neck is also great, but I think the arms, the hands, and especially the lower legs are neglected.
Yeah, well, after you gave me that massage, right, and how great I felt, and I was at work, and I was able to move fine and everything. I don't think I put on my hip brace that day. I just felt good. I started looking into. I googled it and I looked it up, and it's one of the things that they recommend for people with arthritis. Like, it's
Massage?
massage is one of the main things that they recommend. You know, like not just meds. You know, everybody's all automatically, let me take some meds for this arthritis. But they say that it can be beneficial for some. You know, that increases the blood flow. It warms up those muscles, that area.
Yeah.
Of course, by increasing the blood flow, so it makes it better. It just takes away that, like, that swelling, that pain.
And that's the thing is there's a lack of circulation in the area because of, we call it stagnation, but it's blocked, right? Nothing can, if there's the muscles all balled up, nothing can flow through correctly in that space. So you get rid of that ball of tension in that section, and release the contracted muscles is really what it is. And then you're good. Then everything will flow the way it needs to, and it won't hurt. So
yeah, there's a lot of great benefits about massage. And like I said, like we were talking about acupuncture before.
Yeah, I
when
love
you were at
acupuncture.
your health square.
Yeah,
and
I need to go back because.
Yeah, and there's guys at work that, like I said, they're older than me, and they also have issues, and there's some that go for acupuncture, there's some that go to massages, and there's some that go for the other massages, and I find it that the older people kind of really are very dismissive about that. They're like, oh, it's just mumbo jumbo. I think it's all in your head, and I don't believe in it. I don't believe in Vicks. I don't believe. And I was like, oh, blasphemy! How dare you say you don't believe in Vicks? I know for a fact it works. But
didn't you recommend Vicks for like one of the kids? Like,
yeah, that's my joke with the team right now. Every time, well, we have one kid that always gets injured. Every game, something happens. So I made the joke just to get him to stop crying. I was like, okay, when you go home, put some Vicks on it. But yeah, he's it's just
he just keeps getting hurt.
But this is the first week he didn't get hurt, and he passed it on to somebody else.
Oh no!
So I was like, oh well, see, like, there we go.
I had a lot of injuries on my team too. I had two boys out due to injuries on the field. That was the first.
And the first thing, yeah, because that injury that you're talking about, all those injuries were the one that was the first half that I missed, right?
Yeah.
When I was during the football.
Yes.
So I joined and I saw somebody limping, and I saw somebody on the sideline with their parents.
Because you had also asked me if I could substitute, and I said no. My one substitute's already out. So
yeah, and we walk up to the parents and we tell them, ice it, maybe some Vicks, rub it down, give them a nice warm shower.
You only said that to one parent.
No, the other parent, the kid with the football, I always go at the end and talk to the parents.
No, I'm talking about on my side.
Yeah,
with the soccer.
the other parents seem like they got it handled. Like they look like
Soccer parents. They
yeah,
know.
yeah. They have two boys, and they already know. When you get two boys, you already know what's up.
Yeah.
Especially they're
soccer players in
they're
general.
players.
Yeah.
They're athletes. So yeah, but yeah, sometimes it's just laughs. Some parents are like, "Oh, really?" Oh, I was like, "Oh, yeah." Like,
I wonder if they just pretend.
Yeah.
Just to listen to you. It's like, okay, just make you feel good.
Yeah. It's possible, being curious and stuff.
I used to think that if I had kept up maybe with my, because the state of California doesn't make it easy to be like a...
No. California doesn't
Who
make
knows?
it easy.
Actually, I haven't looked into the regulations in a while, but I remember when I got out of school originally for massage, it wasn't...
But that was our issue, remember? Like, we just hated the fact that to be a massage therapist is kind of like, oh, you have to register as an adult entertainer.
An adult entertainer, yeah.
And you're like, no, it's like, a freaking massage.
So stupid.
Like,
I'm not an adult entertainer. Yeah, there was a lot of weird regulations.
And that was the same thing with the business. It was like, oh, so how much are we going to get rated for this? They'll be like, oh, you're giving away happy endings. Oh, we got you. And, then again, you get those customers that might be like that,
Yeah. And that's just even like places like the Not Stop or what. Like, there's all these different massage places, right? That are Massage Envy and all these places. And I've known people who've worked in these places, and they've told me, like, yeah, you always get that stupid customer, who wants more, and we have to remind them that this is not the place now. And these are the people I know. Maybe there's people who work there who do these things that they're not supposed to be doing. I don't know. But the people I know would tell me, like, it's a natural thing that happens to especially men, but sometimes you got to remind them that that's not what you're there for. So I was like, I don't know. I don't
think in all those times that, like, when you were going to school and sometimes I was like, I volunteered to go get massages. And the times that I would get massages at home, I don't think I ever was like aroused.
You would fall asleep.
Yeah, I just get so relaxed.
Yeah, you would always. And I'm a horrible massage receiver. Like, even when I was in school and we had to practice on each other, I was so bad at relaxing, and I've tried to get massages. Maybe I just haven't been to a good massage therapist. I haven't found someone that's good that I trust, because like the last time I think I got a massage was at some like little Asian place next to our son's. This is when he was Taekwondo. When he was in Taekwondo, and there was like a little place next door, the Taekwondo place. So I went in to get a massage while he was in class, and I couldn't say it was like the lady wasn't even paying. I guess there was only one lady working. She was checking the door and then coming to give me a massage. I was like, what the heck?
I think also because that was definitely one of those ones with
oh, you think it was one of those?
Yeah, I kind of felt like it was one of those.
Oh my gosh. I was not happy. And like I said, and it wasn't the first time. And there was another place we got massages, someplace in San Diego. We went as a girl with the company I used to work for, my that I was at the longest. Right. And we used to do girls' nights out, or girls' days out. And we went as the whole office of girls, the ladies. We went to a massage parlor down in San Diego. But they're so mean. It was so fast. Like, we were all waiting, and then we all lined up, in the chairs all in one room, and then all these people came in and just like real quick, like massage our legs, quick rub downs on our backs, massaged our arms, our fingers, massaged our scalps real quick. But it was painful. It hurt. I did not enjoy it.
So that was a crappy spa place then.
Well, everybody else loved it. I did not enjoy it.
Well, it's kind of like one of those things probably where like you studied it and you learned it, so you know what's to be expected, or because like you said, you got that some experience.
Yeah.
And for them, they don't know, and to them it's like, oh, I'm being touched, I'm getting a massage. Oh, awesome, So it's like, oh yeah, I loved it. It's kind of like when we go to certain places, like let's say Peruvian food, like, oh yeah, great Peruvian food place. It's awesome. It's the best. And then the Peruvian shows up. Is like, what? No, this is too much oil. Like
This is just,
this is not
I
Asian
mean,
food. Or you're like, no, this
I
tastes like a
try to,
Mexican made it.
I'm
I'm like,
trying to defend them and to say the fact that I was pregnant didn't help that particular situation.
no, no,
But
it's the common thing. We all have different tastes, So it's kind of like, oh, that was a great movie, and we watch it, like that was the worst movie ever.
or vice versa, someone tells us it was a horrible movie and we love it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
It's
exactly.
all a matter of taste. But yeah, I am a horrible massage receiver. So I tried I maybe my parents ruined me with this too, because my mother's a clinical hypnotherapist, but she's also a Reiki practitioner, and Reiki and oh my gosh, what's the other word? Reflexology. She also does reflexology. And then my dad's a chiropractor, but he also learned, massage. So as part of the chiropractic treatment, and they would give us massages when we were kids, but again, they were there to fix a problem. They weren't there to make us feel good. They were, if we hurt or something was wrong with us, it was to fix dissolve the crystals in our foot, or release the tension, in a certain spot on our back or in our legs or in our feet. It hurts so bad. I don't know. Maybe it's their fault.
And you're right. You could be ruined. Like, so your dad, for me, right? Mm-hmm. To me, he's like the best chiropractor.
Yeah.
Like, whenever I asked him for an adjustment, or he's offered to give me an adjustment, for me, the way that he does it, it's the best. The way he like touches and pinches and feels your energy.
It doesn't hurt you.
Yeah, and I don't care if it hurts. Like, it just feels great when I get that pop,
Yeah.
And there's something about the way your dad does it, which is kind of, I imagine, is the kind of work that he did. Where there was times when like I would just have that emotional breakdown after the adjustment.
Yeah, that's part of the oh my gosh, I forgot what it's called now.
It's just let go of all that stuff that's been pinned in, or the stress or whatever. Not, it's just like, and I was like in tune. Like, I felt like, to sound very hippie-ish, like in tune with everything around me, like the energy of people and things, and sometimes it's kind of like, it was like a spiritual thing.
Yeah, I think it's called NSA. I don't remember what the term is at this point. Oh my gosh, I've forgotten all my terms.
You became a mom. Sorry,
I know, my mom brain. I also haven't studied it or reviewed it in a long time. So it's my dad specializes in a technique. Or he used to. I know he does other things now, but he specialized in a technique that was focused on the release of energy to help release that tension in the spine, and it's used through a use of pressure points along the spine and base of the neck. And so when he would do that, and then there's many practitioners who do this out there, it was like his whole school, like the school he went to, like this is something that they learned, because we would go to meetings where they would do all these things and practice and stuff like that, and I would be a happy guinea pig. But the focus is to release the energy blockage that is causing the tension in your spine, not just move your bones, because as long as that tension is still there, the bone is going to go right back out of place.
Right, and that's sometimes with the chiropractor stuff. That's where I feel bad. Like, I get an adjustment. I was like, oh man, I feel so good. And then I feel like anything I do after that, if it messes me up or it shifts back to what it was, I was like, oh, that was wasted.
Yeah.
Like, oh.
Yeah. I hate getting an adjustment and then having to go about my day. Like, I wish I could get an adjustment and just go home and sleep.
Right. And that's how it should be. Like, it should be your adjustment and just, and then go home. That's it. I'm calling out sick. I'm not doing nothing. I'm checked out. Like, today, it's lazy day time, right?
Yeah.
Unfortunately for us, the lazy days, the chiropractors are all closed.
For most people, life is just, you get an adjustment and you just go on with your day. But in all honesty, I believe from my experience that, the constant need for an adjustment is because your body never released whatever was causing that tension. So until you release what's causing the tension, then your adjustment is more likely to stay in place longer. than it does. So, anyways.
Yeah, but then there's other chiropractors at times where I'm like, I just pop me, dude. That's it. I don't need that.
Yeah, I just need
and
the
it
pop.
works.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
But then there are times where I was like, they didn't even pop what I wanted to get popped. Like I still have that issue. Like, let's do
I
this.
mean, I really like our one chiropractor we found.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, he's cool. I like him too.
yeah, I just, it's far. I mean, from where we are now, he's far. He was closer when we lived, in the other area. But I do want to find another chiropractor out here where we're at. There's like a couple, but man, they've gotten so pricey.
Right, and I still want to do that acupuncture just for the heck of it. Just to say that I've done it. I just want to do that. I want to try that.
Oh man, I know. I've been having my issues again, my residual issues from what happened to me last year. And for those who don't know, I had some weird medical emergency thing that the doctors couldn't figure out what was wrong with me, like in July or August of 2023. And I'm still, to this day, having symptoms from it. And I recently went to the doctor, a new doctor, to see if they can suggest anything. And they basically are just sending me back to neurology because they actually think it has to be a neurological issue based on what I'm presenting. But then they're also going to send me to the allergists and then run a gambit of blood work, which is all things that weren't done initially, right? They just did the basic blood work and said, you're fine. So I'm happy that this doctor is going to be a little more thorough, and that was the whole point of finally going back and asking another doctor.
Cool. And then the joke about it right now, you were telling me that it popped out that you're like allergic to cats, so I've been
cat dander, which sucks because we have 2 cats.
And I'm like, so sorry, they're gonna have to go away.
I know you were telling me that the other day, and I noticed that I was having an allergic reaction to cats because once, I don't know, it was just something I felt because I just felt a difference in myself, like getting sick, sinus infections and things like that. When we had our cat before, many years ago, we didn't have a cat for a long time, and now we have cats again. And I noticed I would get really itchy if they slept on our bed, especially if they were on my pillow. And so I started asking you guys to please not let the cats sleep on my pillow, like when you make the bed, because you leave after I do. So I'd always ask you, like, please make sure my pillow is covered, so that the cats don't sleep directly on it. And yeah, sure enough, I'd always get itchy, if they were on my pillow. And now I find out that I was allergic to cat dander.
Yeah.
Yeah, great. But it's not severe allergy. It's not like I'm sneezing or, I get sick from it or rashes. It's just I get itchy.
I'm like, well, I don't know, babe. The cats might have to go away.
Well, actually, I just think we need to get rid of this darn carpet.
No, if you come out to be allergic to dogs,
I don't know. We're gonna find out. I have my appointment with the allergist. You might have to go. Right? I have an appointment with the allergist later this month, so we'll see. We'll see what else comes up.
Yeah, right. It's like you're allergic to your husband.
I'm allergic. I don't know. Some days.
Some days.
Some days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
360 days.
You are allergic to me some days too. Some moments. Okay, some moments we're allergic to each other. At least we don't sneeze like when you walk out to the sunlight.
Yeah, all right. Yeah.
You start sneezing.
That just gives me a headache to be in the sunlight.
Oh, especially when we come out of that restaurant.
And my eyes are just like...
It was so bright.
I'm a children of the night. Blah, blah.
Well, I guess is there anything else you want to talk about?
No, we're
massage?
good. This is
massage
awesome.
Is important.
So it's funny. We went from Mother's Day to massages to all the
because mothers should be getting massages on
Mother's Day. Yeah, I hope your mom's got a massage then, and a real massage, not the massage where the husband comes in and is like, I'll give you a massage, and next thing you know, they start grabbing the butt, and then they start humping you.
Unless she wants that,
and then eventually it turns into something more, and like another thing women always complain about. I've seen it so many times on the gram saying like, why do husbands always have to do this and do that? And,
Now, do you think that they actually are bothered by it, or they're just pretending for the content?
I don't know. That's a great
Could be
question.
both, right?
I,
A
I
little bit
think,
of both.
yeah, I think it's a 50-50, you know? I
Yeah.
mean, I guess it depends on how many years of the marriage they're in,
Oh yeah.
because at the same time, like, you know, I mean, one of the most common things that I ever grew up listening to was that, you know, husbands started taking their wives for granted and they just don't try anymore. So,
No, you haven't stopped trying.
yeah, but that's called love and affection, you know. And then
Oh,
there's those
yet you
husbands
still
that are
have
very
not
affectionate.
taken me dancing
I can't
in
dance. I got bad
18
knees and hip.
years. It's gonna be 18 years, and we have not gone dancing.
Well, you know,
And weddings, your sister's wedding does not count.
I was dancing. I was dancing all night, and you know how much people, you know, like they get like, oh, well, she's dancing. Why is her husband have to dance so good? You start getting the mean looks and
or
the bitchy
or
attitudes.
oh, I think did we dance at your Christmas party that one year?
Yeah, we did. Of
For
course we did. We danced to any
I
party. If there's
remember
dancing,
you
we
were the one
danced.
dancing mostly with your friend.
No, it was
You
one
guys
song.
were
One song we broke into the whole New Kids on the Block and Velvet DeVoe. Kid and Play. I'm
It's
sorry, Kid and Play.
It was so
Through the
good.
songs.
It was.
Yeah.
I could have sworn you guys rehearsed it. It
No,
was so
no, it
good.
was on the wing. It was like we were the same age and everything, so I guess we liked the same stuff, and we both knew the dance steps. So it started as a joke. We started like doing the foot clap, and we were like, oh, okay, doing the twist, and
Yeah.
we turned around, and then we hopped around our leg, and we were doing the whole.
See,
like,
when you could still bend and move, it was
yeah,
before your
see,
accident.
there you go. That
Yeah.
was awesome. That was awesome.
Yeah, that was.
I did like dancing. I'm not gonna lie. I did like dancing.
Yeah,
It was
I
fun.
love that you love to dance. I also used to love to dance, but
Yeah.
we no
I always
longer
wanted
dance.
to take lessons. You know that. I always wanted to take like ballroom classes.
Okay.
I would really love. It's still one of my dreams. Maybe when we're old, we'll be those old couples. But I always wanted to learn how to tango. Like the tango,
Okay.
I love watching people dance tango. It's one of my favorite things to watch.
Someone used me as an example for how you're supposed to drag someone across the floor for the tango.
I'm getting jealous here.
No, this was a church. So when I was a teenager,
That doesn't even help.
that doesn't help. Okay, so when I was a teenager, the church had youth groups, and they would have swing night. So we would go to one of the churches. It was actually in Riverside, and everyone would be swing dancing, and I was kind of new to the group, so I really didn't know the moves, but I loved it. Like I loved the music, and I thought it was cool. But I was, I think, one of the younger people that was there, so I remember they were doing like a tango.
Therefore, the lightest.
The lightest, exactly. I was the youngest and the lightest. So they were doing a tango example for everybody to learn the tango. And so, yeah, I'm the one they grabbed. And all I had to do was just go limp and let them drag me across the floor.
Yeah, but I don't mean that,
That was
part.
it.
I don't.
But that
mean
was it.
I mean
But that was
of the racing the feet and twisting it.
Yeah. They
the straight
did.
arm.
They did the whole lesson, but I was the one that they used for that example.
So, confession, people. I have some weird taste in music and everything, and I like if I like the tango, then just know that I also love flamenco.
That's not weird. I mean,
definitely.
for us, it's not weird.
There's music that I listen to that if anybody knew, they'll probably be like, "What the heck?" There are moments when I went through a backpack phase. I went through a flamenco phase. I've gone through the drum phase. I just love it, and it's just and it's one of those things. It's a dance thing, And it's another quote that I use when everything in life, like when I even tell my sons this. Sometimes in life we got to take, and when you tango, sometimes you got to take 2 steps back to move forward. And I think it also applies in life. Some people are like, "Oh, I don't want to take a step back." And I was like, sometimes it's necessary to take a couple little steps back to move forward. And that was like one of the things that I used when I moved into my new job position. I was like, it's a little bit of a step back, but eventually there is going to be.
You'll be forward momentum.
Yeah, forward momentum. So it's just a metaphor, but I like it. Everything somehow is connected. But yeah, so that was a good one. I got news for you, babe. I mean, maybe things will get a little more hectic or a little bit easier, but they're changing my work schedule. So.
Okay. Yeah, you mentioned.
So we'll see how that goes.
Yeah, we'll see.
I guess I'll be home and luckily.
Well, I won't be
hopefully in the
making you
evenings.
breakfast anymore, so I'll be able to homeschool our daughter immediately when I get home.
Right. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, thank you for that. That was yeah, you gotta be spoiled with that. We started doing that, and I actually got a little spoiled. That was nice.
Yeah. Yeah, because
nice.
I noticed I would get home on the days I do go to the office, and then so the next day I go to the office 2 days a week, and then the other days I'm home in the mornings, and I get home after you left, and I'd look in the fridge, and you hadn't cooked anything for yourself. And I'd ask my mom, hey, did he make anything for breakfast or lunch? She said, I didn't see him make anything. And it's because you were running late and you rushed out the door. It's like, this guy is so spoiled now. He won't eat. He won't make time to feed himself, to make himself food.
No, I always try to cook something for lunch. I take something. You might not notice what I take, but yeah, I do.
A sausage instead of the steaks that were defrosted in the fridge.
It works, if it works. Like I said, I was just trying to do the whole ketosis thing and the intake. Just,
I really need to get. I was working on my glucose levels, and I kind of got scared because of how high they were one day. I know they weren't like diabetic high, but for me it was high, and so I freaked out a little bit. And then today they were much better. But I keep telling myself I need to just pay a little bit more attention to that.
The sugar levels.
Yeah, and again, it's just because I've been having these symptoms again from last year, and since I don't know what's causing it, I just automatically go to elimination. So if I eliminate things from my diet, maybe one of those will tell me what it is. I don't know. It could also be stress, which I have yet to eliminate from my life. I just keep compounding it, but we'll see.
Yeah. So, moral of the story is for today, what did we learn?
Get a massage.
Get a massage.
And stretch.
Stretch.
Yes.
And yeah, I guess that's it. And don't eat too much sugars.
And
don't freak out about the glucose stuff. Look it up. And
I just mentioned that right now.
No, but yeah, so people, we're not as young as we used to. That's the other one.
Oh, yeah.
Careful for extracurricular activities of what we're doing.
Over 40.
Yeah, over 40. Slow it down. Listen to your body.
Yeah.
Listen to your body.
Listen to your joints creaking. Yeah.
Yeah. Popping and whatever.
And then go get a massage for that. Okay. Well, thank you guys for your time. You guys have a great rest of your week.
Awesome, guys. Thank you. And like always, appreciate you spending the time with us. Don't forget to rate and review us. And, I know we've been a little neglected, but please, share this podcast if you enjoy it with your friends and family, or, play it out loud at work or something. All the love and support is appreciated.
All right. Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Bye.
Peace.